Yesterday I stitched up the yard sign that I want to put outside of our RV. I have the back of it, but it's, you know, got the ugly embroidery on the back. I just took a piece of fabric and I trimmed it and folded in the edges so that I have a nice backing for the flag. I think that looks really good. But I wanted to show you, this is a perfect use for sew tights. Most of the time people will use wonder clips, which would work if I was clipping right here to put this on, because it's not glued. I have a little bit of Sulky's KK2000 right here, but you know, to hold it in the middle, but around the edges I could use wonder clips right here. But up here, this has to remain open so the rod for the flag holder can go through it. So the edge of the backing is all the way down here, and there's not a clip large enough to be able to reach that and hold it still. So this is a perfect use of sew tights. And honestly, this is the first time I've ever used sew tights. I'm just really glad I had them in my sewing arsenal here, my power tool arsenal, so that I could use them as I needed them. And I put the rubber side down. That's going to go on the bed of the machine. And I wanted to sew it from the back versus from the front, because I just need to make sure that this is going to get caught in the stitching. I am using dual duty. This is Coats & Clark's dual duty heavy. I have a 7511 needle in here. I have got different colored threads. This tan tawny color is for the front, so this is in the bobbin because I'm sewing it upside down. And then I have the same weight of thread up in the spool, and it's a lighter color. I think you can see that. I don't know if you can tell because the sun is behind the machine. Okay, so I'm just going to do a straight stitch all the way around and get this stitched on. But I'm loving that I had sew tights to work this. So I think what I'm going to do, the needle is on center right now. I'm going to keep an eye on the edge of the backing fabric, and this is the regular N foot for brother, and I'm just going to make sure I can see the edge of the fabric right on the inside of the foot. So I'm going to put my foot down and remove the sew tight. Ooh, I'm going to move it. I'm on medium speed. I don't have my presser foot hooked in, so I'm just going to use the sewing button. I'm just making sure it stays right on the inside of this foot. And I wanted a good thread. Oh, that looks great. What a beautiful stitch. It looks good from the front and the back. I'm going to put this down here so my corner doesn't go anywhere as I get closer. Sew tights are the perfect solution for this. Gotta watch your fingers. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit while I get to the corner. I'll go back a stitch, and I think that'll work. Press their foot up. Yeah, that's perfect. That looks good. And we're ready to go back to medium speed. I could have used my Brother PQ 1500, but this just seemed like I wanted to put Darla in through her sewing paces again, because I haven't used this as a sewing machine in a very long time. I thought about using a heavier needle and just opted not to. I thought, well, I don't feel like changing the needle, we'll see. And it threaded fine, so I thought, well, if it threads fine, it'll probably sew fine. through there. So again, I slowed it way down because we're getting to the corner. I don't want to sew off the edge. Several thicknesses here. Let me back up a stitch and press our foot up. There we go. Those things that get your fingers. These are working great. So this yard flag has jute on the front and it has plastic inside. So it's going through the front and the plastic. It's handling it very well. And the magnets are handling it great, holding that fabric so that it doesn't get bumped and bubbled just fine. This is awesome because you can readjust your fabric as you need to. You know how it kind of shifts a little bit when you sew. I can pull it taut. I'm loving these. I'm learning to get my fingers out of there. Oh, that looks great. Oh, I like it. Look at this. I probably could have used a bit darker thread, but I think it looks amazing. Let me back out. Look at this. Doesn't that look good? That looks amazing. I love this. And on the back, all of that messy embroidery is gone. And it gives it a little bit more weight for it to hang. I'm going to give this a press with a warm iron, not hot, so I don't melt the plastic. But I think it's fine. I think it will weather just fine. Awesome. Love that. Great use of sew tights.